Hey guys, out in the front you can see what that framework is starting to look like. Um, so it's coming like 2.5 inches from that plywood finish, but now what happens was when we said that it's frameless, so there's 5 inches comes on this face, and then whatever that edge of that frame is what goes there, 2.5 inches of foam. And then on top of that comes the fiberglass, so the frame is hidden behind the thermal bridge barrier. But that's what that looks like with the frames. The glass gets to a narrower dimension, so the trenches look more defined. We just put all this in today, all of this. We had pre-made up these frames, and we put a little shelf here. Sat on the shelf to get to the right height, and then had these verticals in first, and then we took the measurement in between. So basically the frame is centered within the plywood. We got about a 1/2 inch space on either side to caulk and foam. But that's what that looks like. It's all screwed off really good. The returns are mited, so you don't see any funny edge detail on that framework. And and you can see, no, those are welded pieces. Hey guys, since we're splicing some videos together, just wanted to share how we've been shimming the back of these frames. So these blacks are a quarter. So we have blacks that are quarter. Then we have reds. Reds are a 16th. And we have, reds are an 8 and blue is a 16th. So any combination of those three makes a space of whatever we need. A quarter, 8th, and a 16th. So 7/16 right there. So 3/8 right there. That's how we're shimming behind the glazing with that. So also another quick thing with these extruded frames, they leave a little lip inside there. So when you go to set your shim, you actually sit inside. Let me see if I can get a piece. There's a nice little detail that they give for these frames. And well, you can see it on this piece I had at waist. But there's our foam, by the way. Some guys may just try to shim and then try to get that foam inside there, but guess what? It's not filling in there all the way because it blows out. It goes to the path of least resistance, and typically it's not going to go down in all these crevices. It's just going to blow out the face, and then you'll stop insulating. So you'll have a hollow frame. That's why we pre-shoot these frames, so we have a full frame, and then all we got to do is spray our shim gap, which definitely fills in. So you see the little profile? See there's a little step here in the profile that steps down on each side to accept these shims. The shim is beat up. Let me get a new one. These were shims we used. We got these when we took the window, when we took the windows from the job. We even saved the shims. But since we cut the foam, but you can see that it fits inside this track, and that cues you up. So when you fall in, you know you're in there. You're sitting in there. And then you see this undercut right here. That actually, when you go to caulk from the outside, it grabs the caulking, goes inside that undercut, and has a nice grab to the frame. That's a nice little detail too, that undercut. Anyways, that's it, guys. Just showing you how that's going. That's why we pre-foam these frames, so we get full insulation in that frame, and then that connects to the wall. And then we have shims all the way from where it gets screwed all the way back to the wall, so it's solid. Alright guys, that's it. Just sharing how that's going. Hey guys, Well, we're almost done putting these frames together. I figured I'd show you a quick video while we're putting them together so you can kind of see how some of these connections go at the corners. So we use zip tape there just to make like a dam. This is the inside of the frame, by the way, and then this is the back side that faces the framing. So we keep back our foam, and because we got to get in here, and once you make your dam, we're using the polyurethane. See, it's generous, and then you can't be cheap with this. You got to just fill her in nice, because if there's condensation or whatever tries to happen inside this frame, sorry, I'm gonna try to keep you on that. You just flare it down, and it goes all the way around that frame. So it gets filled in good. So yeah, we even put caulking on the screws so the screws don't leak. But then I'll come in here now and I'll foam this, and then that dries up, and that's it. That's your 90-degree condition where you got to make a seal frame to frame. And so this is all done. We got all this framing in, and all the tops are in, the verticals. This is the top of this last piece in that corner. That little corner is there, and that goes all the way down and meets 1/4-inch material. The sill sits on that. So we're waiting for a nice warm day to set the sill, because we're going to be outside. Then it gets a good bead here and a bead on the inside too. And then we set the sill, and then it's ready for, we put backer rod on the outside so we get a good caulk joint from the exterior, and then we do a spray foam from the inside. We put these little windows in too. We got these little Andersons. We popped these in the other day, so that's what those look like. And they're casements, and then you can see we foam those joints. Kind of important to leave at least 3/8 to get foam in there. Spray foam, right? And then later on, the drywall just returns into that window. Comes in with the extension jam. Supposed to go. The drywall goes there. All right, guys, that's it for now. And we're using stainless screws, 3-inch stainless. And that's pretty much it. We'll make a couple more and add on to this so you can see how it's going. But that, I just wanted to show you how we seal that off really good. And then this is the product we're using at the joints. This polyurethane. And CRL is the company that puts their name on it. The polyurethane silicone. Alright guys, have a happy Thanksgiving. We'll splice on, you can see, I'll show you some of the frames and you can see how that came out. And then next, it's the insulating glass. We have to make our own insulating glass. We're going to share how we do that. That's going to be pretty interesting, because this old glass, the seals broke, and then they use a bead, a line bead inside the aluminum that absorbs moisture. That's all broke down. You can see it right there. And we're going to take all this apart, and this is tempered glass. And we'll show you how to put it back together and actually cut the tempered. All right, guys. Till the next one. Peace.